Hello and welcome everyone. I'm on the last tutorial mission and it's time to finally go on a real hunt. So I'll be slowly opening up my map while searching for a deer. It's time to brush up on my skills and shake off some rust. For which one has a white butt, I'll need to first buy a Remington 783 bolt-action rifle, equip the rifle and attach a scope, then reach the upper grassland area and harvest a mule deer or a white-tailed deer. As you can see, I haven't opened up much of my map at all, but this mission will get me started. To buy the rifle, I'll need to first get to the lodge and go to the shop. After equipping the rifle with the scope, I'll then follow the river south to the highlighted area and search for a deer within its boundaries. My strategy here will be pretty straightforward. Buy and equip the gun, travel to the grasslands, and then keep my eyes peeled for either a whitetail or a mule deer. I could use the car to get there quickly, but I also want to open up the Walk and Sense perk as soon as possible, so that I can use my hunter sense while walking. So I'll meander my way through the fields and down the river, looking for tracks and need zones as I go. This will also identify animal herds and places to find them in the future. So first I'll need to buy the Remington 783. I finished my last mission in a field right behind the lodge, so I made my way back through the trees. In the shop, I can access and buy any equipment I'll need for my hunts. The 783 is at the top, so I selected it, then hit buy. Since I'll be using it for this hunt, I selected my primary slot and equipped it there. I'm a fan of the 30-30 as well, so I put that in the secondary slot. Then I selected the box next to the 783 and equipped the scope.
I shouldn't use this bad boy for more than 100 meters.
Next, I needed to reach the upper grasslands area. Since my other priority is to open up the Walk and Sense perk, I opted to explore my way there and discover as many need zones and tracks as possible. To do so, I turned on my hunter sense, then played a solo game of red light green light as I went. At the same time, I kept an eye out for animals with my binos. In the fields, I found feed zones, and rest zones for various animals. With each new discovery, I opened up a zone and a new herd on my map. It also opened up a page and information in my encyclopedia about the species as well. And it wasn't long before I unlocked the Eagle Eye perk, allowing the hunter sense to register at a 10% greater distance. I did see a few animals, but held my shots for the moment, trying not to cause chaos before getting to the grasslands. The riverbanks are a great place to find a ton of zones and open up my map, so I went there next to make my way downstream. And finally, I arrived at the upper grasslands.
Better stay low, move quietly, and glass for animals from behind cover. I remember when I couldn't tell the difference between a white-tailed deer and a mule deer. Grandpa used to tease me about it. Let's see if I haven't forgotten all those hunting lessons from Grandpa.
Now, I kept a sharp eye out ahead of me as I continued checking for drink zones along the river. I first heard a mule deer downstream, but got run over at the same time.
Oh!
I was tempted to get revenge, but held my fire, hoping for a chance to get the deer instead. To get a better vantage, I thought I'd take a look from the hunting stand. And there they are. I looked away to spot a red fox to the left, but when I turned back, I saw some antlers. A 2-star mature. Not much of a trophy, but a fairly good choice to cull from the herd. They were a long shot from here with the equipment I had available, so I climbed down from the stand and crept my way down the river. I crouch walked as I went to keep my noise and visibility low. I also kept an eye on the buck, hoping to find a spot with a good angle. I crested a small berm and the herd went alert. When my target appeared and was broadside, I pulled out the 783. The herd took off, but the shot felt pretty good, so I waded across the river to take a look. And it looks like a lung shot. Seeing that it was lethal, I pursued the blood trail. And there he is on the other side of the bank. I got my first muley through both lungs at 123 meters with a 243 Winchester ammo. He's a 2-star mature with 50% fitness and a couple of small wonky tines. I only lost a little over a kilogram of meat, so he fetched a good price. Since he wasn't anything impressive for the lodge, I decided to sell him. And with that, I completed the mission and the introduction to the game. I can now play the game in its entirety. But my Walk and Sense side quest was still not complete, so I continued my search down the stream for need zones. I checked my map and saw an undiscovered point of interest to the west, so I decided to head over and check it out. Just short of the marker, a noise caught my attention. I couldn't see the male, but had a clear shot at the female. Early on in the game, money comes in handy, so I decided to try and get her. And just before harvesting her, I unlocked the Walk and Sense perk. I got her with the 30-30 through both lungs at 60 meters. She's a young female, so no trophy rating for her. Despite losing virtually no meat, she only brings in $10, but hey, every little bit counts. And to complete my journey, I discovered a campsite. These come in handy for fast traveling and sleeping. The maps often have new missions to complete. And of course, reveal more undiscovered points of interest on my map. Well, there wasn't anything too jaw-dropping about that one, but having finished the game's introduction, as well as unlocking the Walk and Sense perk, were well worth the time and effort. This game is a bit of a challenge at first, but the more perks I unlock and the more equipment I can get, the easier these hunts will become. If you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. In my next video, a quick check around the lodge will lead me to an unexpected surprise. Thanks for watching.